Hello guys, welcome to my this video, and in this JavaScript tutorial I will show you how you can design this best selling product. Okay, so guys, first of all, here you can see this countdown date is now static. So in next tutorial I will show you how you can do that in dynamic, but guys, just in this video I will show how you can design this one. Okay, so guys, here first of all I want to show you the preview. You can see I have already added some banner slider, you can see. And here this best slider, best selling product design, I will do that today. And now here you can see the testimonial slider, this cart images, you can see I can change the product by hover. And here it's also a slider I have added, and the footer design already have done. And the if you want to add this design in your project, so I will provide the playlist link of this all these videos, so you can watch my playlist and you can add the design, because I'm making a landing page. So guys, in this tutorial just I will show you how you can add this best selling product design. Okay, and guys, here you can see this best selling product design is just below of this banner slider. So I will write the code for this design below of this banner code. Okay, and the css code same I will write below of this banner css code. Okay, so now guys, I will open my Visual Studio Code editor for making this best selling product design. So guys, here you can see I have opened index.html file and style.css. So first of all, I will just give you the basics idea of this structure. So here you can see I have added some link, and this link is for, you can see, the bootstrap css link, and this one is font awesome, and this one is owl carousel link, because in my project if I show, you can see I have added owl carousel for 3 times here. And also here you can see, so this one is for owl carousel link, and this one is for style.css. I mean, this is our custom css file, so this link I have added here. Okay, and if I go to the below of this body tag, so here you can see I have added jQuery link, and this one is the owl carousel js link, and this code is for owl carousel. Okay, so and the code, the html code is for this design, you can see whatever in my preview. So now guys, just here I will scroll up, and here you can see this is the banner. So banner design, I mean, for html code for banner, it's ending here. So just I will write the code for best selling product design from here, because it was just below of this banner. So that's why I will start to write from here. And if I go to css, so the banner code is start from here, you can see, and it's just ending here. So I will write the css code from here, because the best selling product design is just below of this banner. Okay, so I hope it's a clear. So here it's no doubt, so there, and the code is for this design. So if you want to add this design, so I'll provide the link in playlist, so from there you can add the design. Okay, so don't be confused here. So first of all, here I will write section. So section, and the class, section class is best selling. Okay, and now just here this is the section, and here I will write container. So container is the bootstrap class. So okay, so in the link you can see I have added the bootstrap. So by this bootstrap link, just I'm using this container class. Here in this container class, it's already written some css. Okay, so if you don't know how to add bootstrap css, so you can watch my playlist, so there you can easily understand how to use bootstrap, because in my previous tutorial I had shown you that. Okay, so the link I will provide on my playlist, there you can watch this video and you will easily understand. So now first of all, I will write all the html code, and just I will write the css step by step. And now guys, here I will write the another deep, so deep class, and here I will write best selling container. This is class name. Okay, so this is not a bootstrap class, and this is not a bootstrap class. So which class is not a bootstrap class, so that class name you can write as per your choice. Okay, because here you have to be write the manual css, so class name you can define as per your choice. And now just here I will write deep class, and sale price, this one. and here I will write sale and strong tag. So strong tag used for making bold a text. So whatever text I will write in I mean whatever content I will write inside the strong tag, so that will be a bolder than other. So here if I write 14%, so it will be more bolder than this sale tag, text, because this 14% I have written inside this strong tag. Okay, so this is the benefit of strong tag. If you write strong tag, so you don't have to be write css like font weight bold like this. Okay, strong tag, it's the html used for making bold. And now this one is the done. And now just guys here I will divide into a three column. So here I will not use bootstrap grid, okay, like row column, I will not use that. I will write manually. So here I will write selling call one, and now just I will copy this thing, and here I will paste for more two times, and just here I will change 2, and here I will change it into 3. Okay, and now first of all I will add the design for this column 1. So here I will write another class, that is deep class selling. So selling left, and here just I will write a ul and li tag. So guys, this one is for countdown timer. So now ul, and inside this ul li tag. So parent of this li tag is, that is ul, and ul parent is this one. You can see this one is the parent of ul li both. Okay, so now guys here inside this li, just here I will write span tag, and the span class is, first of all here I will write count date, and inside this count date I will write 194, and again just here I will write span tag, and class I will write count day, and here I will write days. So now this one is for days, and now here I will write same thing for hours, minute and second. So this one is for hours, minute, and another is second. So here I will change the content is 01, and here I will write hours, and this one I will change to 2 to 22 minutes. So guys, this one I am adding static in this video, and the next video I will show you how you can do that dynamically, because if I show it how can do it dynamically in this video, so it will take more time. So that's why, because this is the a big and the complicated functionality, so that's why I will make it separate video. And now this one is for seconds. Okay, so the countdown timer is done. And now just here, just here, okay, so the column 1 design is done. So now I will add the design for this column 2. So here I will add the image, the product image, which is selling. So deep class selling image, this is the another div, and just here I will write image. So image source dot slash images base selling and the image name. So I have already stored a image, and the image, if you want, then I will provide the image. So you can write in comment that image you want, otherwise you can download any image from Google. Okay, so here I will write based selling. So guys, alter tag I have explained in my previous tutorial what is the purpose of use alter tag. So guys, if you don't know the use of alter tag, so just here I will give the brief idea, that is, suppose the image path is missing or the image path is wrong, so that time whatever content you will write inside this alter tag, so that you can see in browser. Okay, so that is the use of alter tag. So this one is done, and now I will add the design for this column 3. So column 3, first of all here I will write deep class, and here selling heading. So guys, inside this heading, first of all here just I will write a anchor tag. So just a href, and here just I will write the product name. So a name. So this is the product name, and this is actually a dummy content. You can write any content as per your choice. Okay, and now guys here I will create a rating for product, and rating must be 5. So that is I will use font awesome icon. So first of all here I will write deep class and selling rating, and just here I will use font awesome icon. So I class fa star. Okay, so now this icon I will copy and paste more than 4 times because icon is 5 times must be. So this is done, and now first of all I will show you the preview how it's looking like. So you can see it's just looking like this, you can see. And now guys, just I will save and I will refresh. So how it will looks like. So now it's looking like this. So this one is the first column and the image is second, and this one I'm doing HTML code for third column. Okay, so now just here after this selling heading, because heading is done, you can see. So after this selling heading, just here I will write the content, or the content is for description. Okay, so here this one, and just here I will write a p tag and I will write the content. So here I will go to the lorem ipsum. This is provide for dummy content. If you take content from any other website, so you will get the copyright issue. But if you take content from lorem ipsum site, so you will not get any copyright issue, because this is provider dummy free content. So I will copy this content from up to here, and now just here I will paste, and this one I will break, so it will be looks like better. So I will break from here, and this one I will break, also this one dot. So this one it's now looking better. Okay, so now after that, after content, here I will write h3 tag. So just below of the p tag, here I will write h3, and now here I will write a span class. So span, because here I will write the product cost. So span class selling amount. Okay, and now here I will write the amount of the selling product. So here I will write the amount is $230. Okay, and again I will write the another span tag. So span class, and here inside this span class I will write that is selling discount. Okay, that is discount amount, how much it's giving a discount. So the discount amount I can write anything like $230 dollar 124. Okay, like this you can write any content. Our design is matter, content is not. Okay, and now guys, here I will write the button for add to cart and button for add to wish list. This, so first of all here I will write a deep class, and the class name is like selling button. Okay, and inside this selling button, here I will create the button for cart and the button for wish list and search. So now first of all anchor tag href, and here just I will write the cart icon. Okay, so here I will go to the Font Awesome official site, because the icon I will use, that is Font Awesome. So I will go to the Font Awesome official site, and just from here I will type that is cart. So if I type cart, so here you can see different types of cart icons. So I will choose this one, and just here I will copy this class name from fa here, and just here I will write that is I class, and here I will paste the class name which I copied. I hope you know how to use Font Awesome icon. If you don't know, so you can watch my previous tutorial, there I already shown. So here in this video just I am not showing, because it will take more time if I go to show how to use Font Awesome icon. And now here I will write the content, that is add to cart. Okay, so cart button is done. Okay, and now guys I will save, and just I will go to here and refresh. So here you can see this is cart button. I didn't add any design, so like it's showing like this. And now guys, if I click this cart button, so here you can see the page is refreshing, and the same thing the name. Okay, so if I click this name, so you can see the page is refreshing but is redirecting the same page, because guys here for the cart button I have used anchor tag and for the name, here you can see I have used this anchor tag. So for the anchor tag used for redirect any page. So when I will click this product name, so it will be redirect to the product details page, but that at that moment I'm not doing a details page. Okay, I mean I'm not creating a design for details page, so I don't know the link. So that time here I will not write the blank, because maybe the user mistakenly click this name, so that time it will just reload, but it will still in the same page. So for stopping this reload, here we can write like javascript colon void 0 semicolon, like this. So same thing I will copy, and for this button I will paste here. Okay, so now save and refresh, and now if I click any of the anchor tag, you can see it's not reloading. Okay, so that is perfect. When I will get the link, or I will design the details page, so then that time I will know the link and I will provide the link here instead of javascript void 0, but at the still here I will write javascript void 0. So this one is the done for add to cart button, and now here I will write the design for our add to wish list and search. So here I will write a button. So button, and the type is I will write button, and now here I will write the class. Class is main button. I will write the class name is not a main button. I will write that is okay, main button is perfect, main button. Okay, so this one, so this one, and just here I will write some code, but before that this add to cart button I have to be designed. So I didn't write any class name, because based on this class name I will design. So here I will write cart button. Okay, and this is the main button, because I have used this one like this, because in this main button just I will create the two button, one for search and one for add to wish list. So here, like first of all I will write the anchor tag, and the same thing javascript void 0, because I don't know the link at this time. Okay, and now here just I will write I class. So I, and the class is fa heart. So this one will be heart icon, and the same thing I will copy from here, and just here I will paste, and here instead of heart here I will write search, this one. So save, and if I refresh, so you will find, so you can see this is add to cart button, and here is the button, main button, and inside this main button two icon, that is heart and the search. So here I have added it separately anchor tag, because when I will click this heart icon, so it will be redirect to the separate page, and when I will click this search icon, it will redirect to the separate page. So that's why inside this main button parent class, here I have used two anchor tag for separately, because here I will provide the link, which link I will, when I will click this heart button, and here I will provide the link, and the link will be redirect to when I will click the search icon. So this is done, HTML code is done. Here you can see. So now step by step I will start to write the CSS. So I will scroll up, and from where I have started this best selling, so just from here I will start to write the code. So I will copy, and the code I will write below the design of banner, because you can see I have added the HTML code just below of this banner, this one. So here I will start to write just below of this banner code, I mean from here I will start to write. So first of all this base selling, which I copied, so this one, and now here I will write the position is relative. So position relative, because I will float this div, and when we float any div, so that time we have to write from where div will be floated. So that is top minus 60 pixel, and the jet index is 1, this one. So now if I save, and now if I refresh, so now the content is start from here, but if the div is floated, and the floating div will start from minus, so that means if I refresh, so you can see it start from now here, because I have added the minus, and the div is floated, my top is minus. So this one is done, and now I'll go to HTML, and the container is the bootstrap class. So here I don't need to add any, write any CSS property, so I'll copy this content, and just here below I will paste, and now here again I will write position relative. Okay, and now so guys, here you have to know when we float any div, and the it's between a two div. So the below of this div will be relative and the above of this div will be absolute. So in the HTML code I will show you, like this div is the parent, you can see, and this div now I will be floated on this div. So now the parent div is below and this child div will be absolute. So that's why that time we have to write parent div relative and the child which we want to float in on this parent, so that div we write absolute. So that div, when I will write the CSS, I mean that class, I will use absolute, but in now the parent class I am adding CSS, so I have written this one is relative. You can see here like this. So relative, and the background color, so background color is this triple A white color, and the padding is 0, 40 pixel, 0, 0. That means just I have added padding right, like top 0, right 40 pixel, left bottom is 0 and the left is 0. So this is done. And the border radius, because the corner of this element I will make it little bit of round, so the border radius is 10 pixel. Save, and now I will refresh. So you can see it's showing like this. This is the white color, and now this one. Okay, so now this cell 14% div I will float, and where? Just inside this base selling container. You can see here this is the parent, and this selling price, sale price, it's a child, and that div I will make it float on that div. So now that div I had written position relative, you can see, and this one I will write position absolute. So I will copy this one, and now I will start to write the design for this one. So paste, and now here first thing I will write position is absolute, and from where the div will start to float, that is top 40 pixel, and left is 0, and after that the background color, so background color here I will use orange. So guys, when we write a background color, so that time you can write background color, or instead of color you can write only background, both are the same thing. Okay, and now here I will write border top right radius, because just I will add the uh, round in this right side of this element, so that is, so right radius 25 pixel, and the border bottom right radius also 25 pixel. So now first of all I will save this thing, and if I show, so you can see this one is coming like this, and after that I will add another CSS, so it will be looks better. But here you can see the round thing is in only right side, because I have used the round in only right side. Okay, so this one I think you have it has clear. And now here I will add the padding. So the padding is, first of all, it's a 12 pixel, and now here I will write text transform is uppercase. Uppercase means, guys, if I show here, you can see the text is S is capital, and after that ALE is a small letter, that's called capitalize. But if I write text transform uppercase, so that means all the text will be a capital, so that is called uppercase. So now if I refresh, so you can see it's showing like this, and all the text is capitalized. Okay, and now here I will change the color of this content and font size also. So color is, I will write white, and now the font size is 26 pixel, and text align is center. Okay, so this is done. Save, and if I refresh, so you can see it's showing like that. Okay, and this one is the done. And now another thing, just I have to be at the width of this orange color element. So just here I will write width, and the width is 260 pixel. So now save. So you can see now it's looking like this, and it's looking better. And now guys, here I will create the column. I mean, for this content it will be the first column, and this image second, and the name and this content will be the third column. So for that, here I have added the column, this one. So selling call one which I copied. I will paste, and here for making it column you can see this one ceiling 2, and the same way you can see this is the ceiling 3. Okay, so I will do one thing, just same thing I will paste here, and instead of 1 I will write 2, and here I will paste, and instead of 1 here I will write 3. Okay, and now first of all I will add the design for this first column. I will write CSS first of all. So width is 16 pixel, 16%. So the first column width will be 16%, and the display is inline block. That means the column will be in a line. Okay, so that is called inline block. And now vertical align is middle, so that means the content will start from middle, that is vertical align middle. And now I will start to write the CSS for this one. So I will copy the same CSS because it will be the same, and the third column will be also same, but the width will be just changed. So here I will write 32, and here I will write 41. Other than all the CSS will be same. So now save, and if I refresh, so you will find here these are divided into a column. So you can see now this one is into another column, and this one is the column. Okay, so now column is done, and now I will start to write the CSS for this ULLI. I mean, if I show the HTML, so this one I will write the CSS. So this parent is selling late, so I will copy this, and just here I will paste and UL, because you can see this is parent, after that UL, then li, then span tag, this one and this one. So now here first of all I will write UL, then UL li, and after that here just here I will write, that is copy this one, and now inside this li tag. So first of all I will write the CSS for UL, then I will do it later. Okay, so first UL is margin 0 and padding is 0. Okay, and now I will write the CSS for li tag. So li is display is block, and now display block means all the li tag. So there is the li tag, so this is li, this is li. So display block means this li will be a separate line which it's in default. Okay, so you can write display block or not, because by default it's a display block. So that's one. Okay, and now padding. So padding is 25 pixel, not a 25, I will write here 22 pixel. And now after that background color. So the background color is hashtag and F5, this grayish color, and text align is center. And now border bottom. So the border, this one border bottom is 1 pixel solid, because the border of this bottom of this li I will use the border bottom, I mean border. So border bottom color is this color code. Okay, so this is done, and first of all I will show the preview. So here you can see it's showing like this. So now guys, here I will change the first li. So every li padding is 22 pixel. If I show here, so you can see padding is 22 pixel, and padding used for add space just inside the content. So this is the content, and I mean sorry, inside the element. So this grayish color is the element, because you can see I have added this grayish background color. So this is the element, and inside this element I have added a space, so that is padding. So first li tag padding I will be increased only first. So how I can do that? So here up to li tag, and then if I write the first child, that means it will be a first li tag. So the first child padding top I will write. So padding top is first child, that is 130 pixel. So this one, and first li tag border radius I have to be at. Okay, so the only the left side radius, this one I will curly. Just look at my mouse pointer. So the first li tag top left radius. Okay, and here I will write the last li tag, that is bottom left radius. Okay, so here first of all top, because this is the first li tag. So here I will write border top left radius 25 pixel, not 25, 10 pixel. Okay, and now this one is the done for first child, and now same thing I will just copy from here. So I will add the separate design for this last child, this one. Okay, so here instead of first, here I will write last, and the last child, here I will not write padding. So the from the last li tag, just I will remove this border bottom. So here I will write border bottom is none, and here the border top, not a top, here it will be the radius like here. So it's a border bottom left radius. So instead of top, just here I will write border bottom left radius 10 pixel. So refresh, and here you will find the curly thing. Okay, so this is done. Okay, and now guys, here I will copy same thing up to li. Up to li I copy, and just here I will paste. And because inside this li tag, each li tag there is the span and span class, that is count date. Every li tag the same. So first of all I will add the design for this count date. So now here this one count date, and the color, first of all I will write this black color, and font size. So font size I will increase, that is 30 pixel, and the font weight is 800, and the display is block, and letter spacing is 0.6 pixel. So guys, if you don't know what is letter spacing, so just here I will give you the example. Suppose this one is the sentence, and here if I want to add spacing each letter like this, so that is letter spacing. Okay, so letter spacing 0.6 pixel, and the same thing I will copy up to li tag. Just here I will paste, and now I will add the design for this count day. So I'll copy this one, and just I will paste, and now I'll write design for this count day. So here the count day is the color. First thing is color. So color is this color code. It's a little bit of grayish color, and the same thing display is block. So display block I have explained what is the use of display block, and the font size. Font size is I will write 18 pixel. So now save and refresh. Okay, so here you can see now it's design looking like that. Okay, so this one is done, and now I will add the design for this selling image. So I will copy this selling image. Okay, so first of all I will mention the selling image, and the selling image is the parent of this image tag. Okay, so first of all here I will just fix the width, that is 400 pixel, and the height is also 400 pixel, and inside this selling image there is the image tag. I mean, if I show in the HTML, so first the parent is say this one, and this inside this parent, this is the image tag is child like this. So here I will write width is 100%, and the height is 100%. That means the image will width and height up to the parent, and the parent width and height I have fixed 400. That means if I write here 100%, that means the image width and height will be the fixed like 400, because the parent is 400. So you can write here 400 pixel and height is 400 pixel here also, but if I set fixed width and height in parent, so I don't need to write here. If I can write here only 100% like this. So if I save that up to that, and if I refresh, so here you can see it's looking like this one. So this is also done, and now I will add the design for third column, and the third column is the content is first of all this heading. Okay, so guys, now I'll just copy this thing, and in the css, just here I will paste, and here I will write heading, that is I mean some, that is padding bottom, and the padding bottom is 20 pixel, and border, that is border bottom. So border bottom is 1 pixel solid, and the border color is this one. Okay, So this is done. So first of all I'll show the preview. So here you can see it's looking like this. Here is the border bottom also. And now I will add the design for this anchor tag first of all. Okay, so now this same thing just I will copy, and just here I will paste, and sorry, again I will just copy. Okay, and here just paste an anchor tag, because here you can see this is parent, and inside this parent there is the anchor tag. And now I will add the design for our heading, and heading is inside this anchor tag. So first of all here I will add the color. So the color is this color code, and the font size is 28 pixel, and text transform is uppercase, font weight is 600, and text decoration is none. I mean text decoration means, guys, here you can see when I hover on this, so it's a underline. Every anchor tag by default it's get, this one is the anchor tag, so you can see by default I'm getting underline. So for removing this underline we write text decoration none. And when I will hover on this, so here I will add hover effect. So that's why here I will write transition is all 0.3s and is this one. So save, and now you can see refresh. So it's showing like this. And this one I will if I hover, you can see it's not showing the underline, because I have written the text decoration is none, you can see here. And now here I will add the hover effect. So hover effect is very simple. Just here I will paste this one and hover. So when I will hover on this, so just color I will change into orange color, this one. So if I paste and the save and just refresh, so if I hover, so you can see it's the color is changing like orange. Okay, so this is done. And now I will add the design for this star rating. So the star rating is inside this parent class selling rating. So here I will write this one, and first of all just here I will write margin top. So margin top is 4 pixel. Okay, so that means it will add the space of 4 pixel in top. Okay, so this one is done. And now here I will just paste this thing again, and I tag, because this is a I tag. Here this one is the I tag, and which I will add the design for all I tag. So that is I tag, and just I tag here I will write first of all color. So color by default I will write it's orange, and the margin right. So the margin right here I will write 4 pixel, and the font size, I mean icon size, I will just increase. So the font size is 12 pixel. That means, guys, if you can see there is the each star, and each star there is the no space. So if that's why I have written margin right and refresh. So now you can see it's looking like this. Okay, and now here I will add the design for this paragraph. So now here, and another thing, guys, this one I will not write text transform uppercase. This one I will write text transform is capitalize, this one. Save. So now it's everything is the capital letter, but I have written is capitalized. So that means the first letter will be capital, and after that it's a small letter, and it's looking better than all the text transform is uppercase. So this is done. And now here I will add the design for this h3 tag, and inside this h3 there is spelling amount and selling discount. So the parent of the h3 tag, this is the parent. Okay, so this is the parent of the h3 tag. You can see this one is the parent. So I will copy this one, and just here I will paste, and then h3, and inside this h3 tag here is the selling amount. Okay, so first of all I will add the design for selling amount. So I already copied and paste. So h3 is the tag name. So here I didn't use any dot or hashtag, but we use dot at the before of class, and we use hashtag before of id. Okay, so this is clear. And now here first of all I will write font weight. So font weight is 7 100. And the color I will write this orange color code. And font size is 30 pixel. And font style is italic, this one. So save. And now if I show, you can see it's a italic, color is changed also. And now I will add the design for this one, and between all these two span tag there is no space. So just this, here I will, if I write margin left, so that time it will add space here between here. So now I will add the design for this one. Okay, so I will copy up to h3 tag, and just here I will paste and dot, and inside this h3 tag there is the class that is selling discount. Okay, and now here first of all I will add the color, this color code. And the font size is 22 pixel, because this font size I will write smaller than this one. Okay, so font size is 22 pixel right now. And the line height is 18 pixel. So line height means, suppose this one is the line, and this one is the line, and this one also line. So between this each line, so it will be a space, so that is line height. So line height is 18 pixel. And the font weight, so font weight is 600. Okay, and now text decoration line through. So line through means it will be a line over this text. So if I refresh, so you can see there is the line over the text, so this one. And now between these two text, here I will add a space. So here just in this one I will write margin left, so it will be add space in left. So that is, I will write margin left. So margin left I will write 10 pixel. And font style, so this one I will write blend, that is italic. So this is done. Okay, so if I say refresh, you can see it's showing like now this one. And margin left I will just reduce, so it is 6 pixels. So I think it will be looks perfect. So now not a 6, if I write 4, so I think 4 will be perfect. So save, and now refresh. So 4 is now perfect. And now I will add the design for this add to cart button. But before that, here this one is the parent of all the buttons. So here I will write some css for the parent first of all. So just here I will write margin top only, because here I will add a space on top. So save, that means all the buttons it will add a space in the top. So this is refresh. So now you can see it's added a space on top, this one. And guys, here one thing I forgot to do, that is I have forget to add the design for this paragraph. Okay, I told you, but I forgot to design the paragraph. So the paragraph parent is this one also. So I will copy and paste, and the p tag, I mean, if I show, this one is the paragraph and this is parent is this one. So same thing I have done here. And now I will add the css for the paragraph first of all. And just 3 css property I will add, that is color is this black grayish color, not a black. And the line height, so line height I already explained. So line height is 222 pixel, not a 222, it will be more. And the margin is 22 pixel from top and bottom, and left and right is 0. Save, and now you can see now it's looking like this, and it's looking now better. And now I will add the design for this button. So here, so button, first of all this one, and this is class I have added this card button. So I will copy this class name, just here I have paste. And this here I will do one thing, just selling button, this is the parent, and anchor tag, I mean guys, this is the selling button is parent, and inside the selling button there is the how many anchor tag like this, and the this one. So this one, when I will hover, you can see when I am hovering on this, so it's the underline. So the underline I will remove. So for that, all the anchor tag text decoration is none. So it's done, and this refresh. So if I hover, you can see the underline is removed from here. Okay, so now I'll add the design for this card button. So first of all, the background. So the background is this one. Color I will light white, and text decoration I already removed, so I don't need that. So margin right, so margin right is 14 pixel, and text transform is uppercase. That means all the letter, I mean there is the written that is add to cart, so this text will be uppercase, I mean all the letter will be capital. And now padding, so padding is 12 only padding. So padding is 12 pixel from top and bottom, and 34 pixel from left and right. And the border radius, so border radius is 4 pixel, that means it will just little bit of round on the corner. And the font size is 14 pixel, and font weight is 600, and the text align is center, and display is inline block. And now transition, because when I will hover on this button, so here I will add a transition effect. So 3 second all is this one. Okay, this one is the done. And now I will add the hover effect, but before that I will light this one, sorry, this cart icon I, and after that just I will light the hover effect, because guys here inside this button if I show, so there is the icon. Okay, so the icon is just together, there is no space between icon and this text, so that's why this icon. And here I will light just margin right, so the margin right is 4 pixel. And now the hover effect is, that is background color I will light orange color, this color code, and the color will be white. So this is done, and now I save and refresh. So you can see button is done. And sorry, the background color I have to be changed, because I had written the same background color. So you can see I had added the same background color, so that's why the color effect was not showing. So here just I will add the dark than orange, so you can see it's a dark color than orange. So now if I refresh and if I hover on this, so you can see it's added a dark color, that is the hover effect. So this one is done, and now I will add the design for this button. Okay, so first of all here I will go to the HTML, and here you can see this button is parent is main button, so I will add the design for this main button, this one. And now first thing here will be border none, outline is none, and text align is center, and the background color I will light it black color. Okay, and now the padding, so the padding is 11 pixel from top and bottom, and left and right is 10 pixel, and the border radius is 4 pixel. So save, first of all I will save. And now if I refresh this thing, you can see it's showing like that. And now in this main button I will copy this main button again, and just here I will paste. And another thing, just here I will add the transition. So transition is 0.3s all and is this one. And then inside this main button there is the anchor tag, so parent is main button, and after that anchor tag, so the main button and then anchor tag. And here I will add, that is border right 1 pixel solid, and the color is RGB, red, R is red, G is green, B is blue, and the RGB is 73 73 73. So this is grayish color. Border right, this is done. And now guys, here I will also add this same transition. So I will copy from here and just here I will paste. And now if I show here, so if I refresh, so you can see it's added a border. Okay, so here I have to be add one more thing, that is padding. So the padding here it will be that is padding. So padding will be the same of this main button, I mean this one. So I will copy from here, and the background color will also be the same. So I will copy this two CSS property and just here I will paste. So save. And now here if I refresh, so you can see it's showing like this now. Okay, and now here I have to be remove this border from this right, I mean last anchor tag. Okay, so that time I will copy this anchor tag, paste, and the last, that is last child, and from here I will remove the border right. So border right is none, this one. Save and refresh. So you can see it's removed. And now the icon color I have to be changed. So if I write here color, so the white in the anchor tag, so you can see it's showing a white color. So this is actually done. Just I will add the hover effect. Okay, so when I will hover on this button, so copy, just paste and hover on this button, so the background color just I will change into orange. So save, refresh. If I hover, you can see it's showing like this. So this is done actually. So here I have done this design, and the next video also this date, countdown date will be dynamically, how many date it will be set. So from there the date will be start to count, and it will be dynamically, I mean second will be just reduced 24, 23 like this way. So in the next video I will show that if I would do this in this video, so the video would be a more longer. Okay, so that's why I will do it next video. And this design I hope you have enjoyed, and if you want to get this type of more design and more JavaScript tutorial, so you can follow my channel and subscribe, and also press the notification bell icon. Okay, if I upload any video, so then it will be reach up to you if you press notification bell icon.